Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your December 2019 ASMR Tarot Forecast. So for this video, I'm going to be using these cards. It's a really psychedelic, bright color deck with kind of strange, obscene, violent imagery, but I really like it. And then I also have this is a Super 7 crystal that I got in Albuquerque while I was there last month. There are 7 different kinds of crystal in it, and I don't remember them offhand. I didn't make a list for the video. And then I have a citrine pendulum that I can use for additional dowsing and clarification if that's necessary. So, happy birthday, Scorpio. Oh, I guess your birthday was November, and now we're on to Sagittarius. How was that? Any residuals from last month that you're carrying into the holiday season? Any New Year's resolutions that you're getting ready for? This year's been a pretty good year for Scorpios. According to the readings I've done, of course. Ooh. Ace of Wands, that's a good card to get. It's all about being in your power creatively, being able to control situations. And I think one more. Yeah, there we go. All right, so as I deal out the cards, I'm going to be laying out towards you. I'm going to be laying the cards out so they will be facing you. All right. Let's see what we have here. Ooh. All right. We get in there, tease that out. All right. Let's fluff that back into place. All right. Fluff that back into place. All right, Scorpio. So we have the 10 of Pentacles crossed by the Hermit. To me, that says that financially, you've never been more successful, but you are secluded from others, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could be a very good thing as far as like holding on to that money, being able to properly utilize your resources for your best interest, and just generally not having a lot of drama in your life. So that's good. In the past, we do have 6 of Pentacles, which is all about helping out others. You can see this main figure in the middle is sharing its resources with these 2 mendicant figures who are kind of begging down in the bottom corners of the card. In the current position, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords here is somebody, they could be an air sign. This could be you being very haphazard with your communication. Could be that you're using your words in a way that's not well thought out. Sometimes that can affect your relationships with other people. Swords are air energy, so that is anything to do with communication. It also has to do with your how you use your knowledge. So maybe you're making quick decisions, which could be good. It could also be haphazard. But it's in the upright, so it's possible that during this time you just need to make decisions quickly and are able to do that. And then here in the future, we have the 7 of Swords, where you can see this figure in the center of the card making off with 5 of the 7 swords. Now, Scorpio, I'm getting some weird energy from you right now. I mean, not like weirder than normal, I guess, for Scorpio, but it just seems like, like a very disconnected kind of an energy from other people. And I do see that there will be a time soon where someone is trying to take advantage of you and take what you have. You have worked hard for it, and I do see that you are in a very good place financially right now. The thing is that it seems like you're more than happy to share resources with the people that you care about. So in order for somebody to be really taking advantage of that, maybe it's more than what you would be able to give. And now we have the goal or destiny card. This is not like the final destination, but it is a card about a culmination of this portion of the reading. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, sometimes this card can be that you're holding too tightly to resources or to someone. But in this particular context, I read this card as being you not holding on tightly enough. And that's why this person sees that as a good opportunity to make off with your resources. So this card also represents you, and it represents how you are interacting with the world around you. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, I know that Scorpios, for most of the year, have really been getting a lot of good job and money and opportunity cards. So maybe this represents you feeling like monetarily you're not where you want to be, and you feel like you have to start over for some reason. This Two of Wands has been coming up for a lot of people. So this is how the world perceives you. And I take this very much to mean that there's a perception that you aren't really able to clearly see the territory that you possess. This card is kind of about like surveying your land. And in the reverse, I feel like the people in your environment perceive you as having a skewed view of that, which would make sense then in the context of you feeling like this and the people around you feeling like this. Now, this is your hopes and fears. And here we have the World card, and it's in the reverse. So the World card in the reverse is very interesting for this position because obviously the World card in the upright is a very positive card, basically the same as any of the tens in the tarot deck. Similar to the Sun card, just a card that implies that you have the power to obtain anything that you want. But then having it in this position, in the reverse, it implies that you have the power to get anything that you want and still be overwhelmingly disappointed by it. It's very interesting to see. There's like a similar vibe to the whole spread, but the tone over here is very different from the tone of these cards over here. It's very much more like these are definitely more about your personal headspace. So let's look at the final outcome card. we have the Chariot reversed. Now, I do take this to be very similar to this card here, in that I think that there is, as the Chariot is upright, is a victory card. I think that the Chariot appearing in reverse here is not as much about defeat as it is about your own personal demons getting in the way of your success. So, I think I'm going to ask a few questions of the pendulum. My name is Verge. I am a Gemini sun sign. Alright, so that is true. I'm not a Gemini. And I don't have very much Gemini in my chart. Alright, so, will Scorpio, for the month of December, be able to overcome their personal demons and counteract the future presented in the cards? Are the factors that are being presented by the Seven of Swords in the future position beyond Scorpio's control? Will Scorpio be able to overcome whatever it is that is leading to the Seven of Swords being in the future position? Okay, interesting. Will Scorpio be able to overcome their headspace as it relates to their monetary situation? Okay, so this is well within your realm to overcome. I was kind of trying to do this exercise with Taurus, because I think a lot of these, a lot of things in life really boil down to your mindset. It is so true that the map is not the territory. I think there's no better personification of the map is not the territory than the World card reversed. So we're going to spin the pendulum counterclockwise. Now, I know what you feel like when you're successful, because I do see those cards here presented. I see a lot of success here for you. So what I want you to do is really think about all of the things in your life right now that are causing you turmoil, that you feel like are not serving you, whether you've brought them on yourself or not. I want you to kind of sit there, and if you can count them on your fingers, or if you want to write a list, and if you do want to write a list and you don't feel like you have time, you can pause the video and come right back. All right. So you have all of those things in mind. Now, I want you to go back to whatever this was here, where you had the ability to share excess wealth with others. And I want you to really think about that feeling. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spin the pendulum in the opposite direction. And you're going to remember how it feels to share wealth with people that you feel like deserve it. There's very much a sense of deserve that I sense here in the way that you would like to share your resources with other people. And I want you to remember what that feels like. Remember how they reacted. And remember whatever came of those people and how their response and what they ended up doing with themselves has come to fruition now. And think about if there are echoes of that situation in your current and near future situations. And see if you can reconcile within yourself those things. Okay. Now, let's see. Yeah, okay. So I got a lot of this, but there's still like this, it's kind of like a fluffy, blue, moldy kind of patch right here. And I'm just gonna kind of pick some of this out and fluff up your aura. And then pick, oh, there we go. It's almost gone. Yeah. A lot of people get like little metal shaving type things, but in this particular case, this is more like a moldy, kind of sticky, powdery, sticky, you know how mold is. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. All right. Well, okay, Scorpio. I think that you have the potential to have a really great holiday season, and I hope that your birthday was a good one. I remember the cards being pretty good for your birthday last month. So I hope that everything comes together for you and that you have a great December, and I'll see you again for the January and the yearly 2020 reading.